What's up, everybody? Sorry for that. Kept moving the time back. Um, so yeah, again, as always, I can always get more reading done if I don't sprint, theoretically. But as long as I'm in here, I'm not out there playing The Witcher. So at least that'll make me do something. Um, so anyway, welcome if you're here. Happy New Year to everybody. Um, Thank you, Chrissy. So I have a friend staying with me for until like mid January. Because he just moved here, so he's not getting a place till like mid January or whatever. So he's staying with me. Um, so like right as I was about to come on this, he came in here and was talking to me, which is, and if you've read the boy, the horse, or the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse, no time spent with a friend is wasted. And so it's not. So we're talking about wrestling, and I was messaging Jimmy because my buddy's a huge wrestling fan, always has been his whole life. Mr. Perfect, Kurt Angle, right? I think that's his favorite wrestler. But we always talk about the American Dream, Death the Road, and I watched wrestling in high school. I watched WCW, and oh, Jimmy, I've worn my glasses before. I'll probably take them off. I end up taking them off on live streams because I'm close enough to see everything. But yeah, so on this note, thank you, Kurt Hennig, not freaking Kurt Angle. I mixed that up the other day when he was telling me, Jimmy, because I used to know it and then I forgot. Anyway, he's a good friend of mine. We've been friends since high school, and he's been living in like Michigan for the last 4 years. So anyway, it's great to see you guys here. Theo, are you back in Canada? Are you back from Disney, or are you still there? Michael, what is up? Evie, what's up? Caesar, AJ, hello. Katie, hey. Chase, what's up? It's been okay. Will, what's up? Jay, what's up? Aaron, I am kind of dreading going back to school because I will still be injured, and I'm not really sure. See, I always do this on live streams. I'm not really sure how. I don't know. I'm concerned that going back to work is going to hinder my recovery or upset it somehow, and it's going to really make me mad. But I mean, I gotta go back to work, so I just do not want to. What's up, Sarah? Thank you. I mean, I like my glasses. I just end up when I'm close, like I don't need them to see. Like I can see just fine, but I need them to like I can read. I got a little bookshelf over here. I can read the titles of these books. I can read the title of most of these books from here. So I wear them like when I need to watch TV and stuff, and I haven't put my contacts in. Also, if you ever see me wearing a hat, it's because I either been outside and it involves some form of my hair looks terrible because I haven't showered and washed it and brushed it. I don't brush it, so and if I don't wash it, it's not gonna do what I want it to do. So I wear the hat. Are you really? Where are you going to be in Florida? Nice. Are you guys flying? Yeah, okay. So tomorrow's a rest day, and then you're flying back the day after. Nice. I will. I'll. You want 15 jump cuts in the first 30 seconds? I got you. Bro. Anyway, in the along the vein of copying Jimmy, like when I saw Jimmy had scheduled his tier ranking of all the books he read this year, I was like, hey Jimmy, so I was going to do that also. I'm not copying you, and he said he's going to say right now that he didn't say it was fine, but he did. Like he did say it was fine. And so some of y'all, if y'all are on Jimmy's live where he's rating stuff, and y'all are gonna like, I saw some of y'all putting like, y'all get too bent out of shape with people rating y'all's books, guys. When someone's rating your book, like it doesn't like overwrite. You're not like saving over like the game state. Like if any of us like rate one of your favorite books like 2 stars, it doesn't save over your 5-star. Why y'all get so bent out of shape? What's up, Logan? Oof. Dang it. Why are you not closer? Like usually when people come to Florida, I can go see them because normally people come to Central Florida, but I could not be further away from Fort Myers. Because Fort Myers in South Florida, like way south, like near Miami, and I am in Northwest Florida. So it's like a 14-hour drive or 12-hour drive. What is up? Close-ups on the face. Well, I didn't actually read any KJ Parker toolbox named books this year. That was last year. Yeah, most people. There's always like one person that takes it too seriously, but most people are just like, what the crap? I'm used to it. The thing is, I told like I have discovered the method to avoid that, and that is don't read books that anybody's read. So mine's gonna be fine. Like have people tune in and be like, cool, let's see what Alan thinks about these books no one's ever heard of. So, oh, I know it is. I know it's not hipster. Look, guys, this is the year of the clickbait. So just letting y'all know. Anyway, I'm gonna do it too. But Tuesday is gonna come out my top 10 reads of 2022. And it will be a top 10 because even though Philip has come, like first he came for our star ratings. Now he's coming for our top 10s and ranking things. Like Philip doesn't think that you should rate anything, doesn't think that anything should be ranked against each other. So I'm going to be like, okay, Philip, well then, I don't know, like book burning is the same as book reading. I'm not going to rank those two things against each other, Philip, because that wouldn't be fair. So just letting you know, Philip. I would read it. I would read The Folding Chair. It's you can do a top 15. You can do it like that's fine. Philip didn't do a top anything. He's like my favorite books of the year, and then he's like, I'm not going to do a top. Philip, quit coming for things that we enjoy. Like stop it. Like quit coming for things. Stop. I wonder if he gives every kid in his class the same grade, because can't rank one ahead of the other. I don't know if this is an insult or a compliment. Like this seems like something you would say. Your mom's clickbait. Like that's what I would say. Top 11. No, I have a top 10. But the thing is, no one really has a top 10. Jimmy didn't have a freaking top 10. When did you post that? Jimmy didn't have a top 10 because we always had honorable mentions, which makes it not a top 10. It's a top whatever we made. So anyway, so after that, then I'm gonna have a live tier ranking thing also where you can come yell at me. Really, Jimmy will make sure to show up and troll. Jimmy never misses an opportunity. You didn't. You had honorable mentions, didn't you? You had honorable mentions for sure. If not, then I've watched too many top 10s, and I'm sorry. I do know the order of yours. Stoner was 4. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you. You are one of the 150 chosen who watched that video. So thank you. And guess what? I'm making more as soon as I'm better. Oh, Kevin Hart, like, oh, Kevin swinging the hammer. So anyway. So, I always forget to put in, because I had a video come out today where I'm wearing my hat. It's literally my first like edited YouTube video I released wearing the hat. And oh, that makes sense. That's fair. I always forget. I mean to put a disclaimer down in the description that says, guys, like, don't dislike this video or like this video because I'm wearing an Auburn hat. Like, I don't watch college football. My wife and most of my family graduated from Auburn, so I'm wearing this because it's stretchy in the back. Hats don't normally fit me, and I'm supporting, my wife. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I bother them by saying "Roll Tide," and they hate it. Like, they hate it. It's the one thing my wife will get, like, Christine will get really worked up. She'll be like, "Roll Tide." She's not like it. But I always mean to say that, like, please don't have a response that is based on the hat I'm wearing. It's just the only hat I own, and my hair looks awful. I'll show you. Like, look at my mad scientist hair, which is, never mind. Look. Oh, that's not terrible. But now look at it. Look at it now. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So I played, my hair looked like that. I played young Einstein in a play, and I had to grow out my mustache, and it was horrific. But my hair looked like that. The problem is like, this is a comfortable hat, and I don't know how to gauge the comfortableness of a hat before, without touching it, because I have another Auburn hat that is not as comfortable, and after a while I get a headache because it squishes my head. Oh, that's right. You haven't. Yeah. That's right. You haven't read it yet. Yeah. I mean, it is spoilers. I don't really know how to talk about it without spoilers, and also, you're gonna read it, so like, you don't need to watch it to know that you're gonna read it. At least like, Jimmy left it out of his freaking tier list of books he read. It is gorgeous. No, I mean, it doesn't. It was anticlimactic. I took off my hat, and it didn't look as bad as it normally does, and so I was mad. Yeah, see, that's fair. That's fair. Like, I get it. Okay, so I do like One Piece, and I actually will probably make a One Piece video at some point because I'm very close to catching up. The reason I hadn't up to this point is, one, it got really, really, really popular on YouTube. That's died down a little bit. Second, I hadn't finished it, and I don't want people coming after me, and I ain't done. But I literally, for the first time in 20 years, I've been watching One Piece for over 20 years, and I, for the first time, caught up with the anime. I've never caught up with the anime because I go through like years where I won't watch it, and then I'll watch it for a couple years and like watch a whole bunch and make progress, and then I won't do anything. But I've never read the manga, but I finally ran out of episodes to watch, and so now I'm reading the manga to catch up because my brother really wants to talk to me about it, and then I'll just watch the episodes as they come out. So I do like One Piece. My buddy Macon is always like, "We need to make One Piece videos." I'm like, "Okay, come over to my house. Like, I didn't meet your fiance. You dated her for a year. So it's your fault, not mine. Come over." And also, look back at like my earliest videos, a freaking Luffy clock and plush is in the background of all of them. So I'm a real fan. And no, I don't want a straw hat. There's no way one would fit me. No. He's just being nice, thank goodness. Glad people are being nice. And so yeah, so no. Anyway. I got the first two volumes of Vagabond for Christmas. Which I couldn't wear a straw hat. I have like one of those aristocratic lady hats at the beach, like the broad like sun hats. Like my wife has one, like Christina has one. It's pink. It doesn't fit my head. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I didn't put it there like after One Piece got popular on BookTube. It's been there forever. And I see. I was just talking about the hat, Mike. But yeah, like I was telling people that I always forget. Like I don't usually wear my hat in videos, but I didn't feel like taking a shower when I filmed this one video, and I forget to put in the description, like, please don't come into my comments and leave like mean comments because I'm wearing an Auburn hat. Like, my wife went there, my dad, my mom, most of my family went to Auburn. I didn't. I'm just a supporter. I don't really watch college football, but I mean, I do support Auburn, but I also troll my family by saying roll tide, because everyone hates Alabama, everyone, and they hate it. Now, I want a top hat, and Barron showed me a site where you could get top hats that would fit my big old head, but they're sold out. So one day you will see me wearing a top hat. I will find a top hat that fits my big old head. Yeah, see. Oh, nice. Sweet. Nice. War Eagle anyway. That's what my wife says. And so because I don't watch college football, like when we're out, like I always wear my hat when we go to Busch Gardens. I always wear my hat at a theme park because I don't want to deal with my hair after getting off of a roller coaster. And so like the lanyard for my keychain, because I have a lanyard because I'm a teacher, is also Auburn. And so I'll be walking around the park and I'll hear someone say War Eagle. And it takes me like a minute to realize they're talking to me because I'm like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, War Eagle. I'm good at pretending. Or I know what I'm supposed to say, rather. But, you know, if it's on, we'll watch it. We just don't have cable. So sometimes we go over to my brother's house and watch something. What's up, Kieran? What's up, Kieran? What's up, Scarecrow? So on the sprint, we actually do something. First of all, I don't know what's wrong with me. I put up a freaking, like, my blindfold book challenge video with my wife. I didn't put a thumbnail. Like, I made one, and I just ignored that front page of the upload screen. I didn't put it in a playlist. I didn't upload a thumbnail, so I picked a random thumbnail. I was like, why is there no, like, text on this thumbnail? And I realized that today, and so I just changed it. I'm like, well, what? Idiot. Do it right, dummy. There you go. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I don't think I have any errands to do during the sprint, but I might. I don't know. I'm very close to finishing. I've got 4 chapters left in A Shade of Madness, Chiago's second book in the Ashes of Averin series. Sequel to A Touch of Light. So I got 4 chapters left in that, and I'm finishing this book today. Hell or high water. Come hell or high water. If hell is upon me or the waters rise and I have high water within mine house, I'm finishing this book. And then I will switch to Small Gods, which I have about halfway left. I finally busted my reading slump. And for some reason, I thought Pratchett was going to do that. It didn't. And that's mostly because I read freaking Small Gods. This book is overrated. It's good. It's fine. This book's overrated. It's not one of my favorite Pratchett books. I do like it though. But it just didn't do it for me. I should have read Vines and I'd have been good. Yeah. Kindle. I read things on, like, this is where most of my arcs come. Most of my arcs come by Kindle. And part of the problem is that, like, I can't read on this device for too long. I can't read a bunch of books back to back on this because it makes my eyes hurt. So part of my reading slump is that the last book and a half I read was on this. And then I started another book on this. And I was reading a short story collection on this. And I was like, oh, I can't do it. Small Gods is good, Jay. It's good. It's just not my favorite. I don't know. What finally broke it. I just was finally able to sit down and concentrate and not just be like, I should be doing something else. Eric knows. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Oh, okay, cool. So I have. That is the only way I can read on it. I tried to fix my, like, hurting my eye problem by making the font bigger, and all it did was slow me down. So yes, that is the only way I can actually read on my Kindle J. What is up, Alicia? So what's everyone else going to be reading? So yeah, that's my task. I am determined that before the end of tomorrow, this will be done also, because that puts me, a day and a half behind in January, because I got a lot to do in January. After this, I want to read Crowfall because it's short and it'll finish a series, but I need to read Shogun and Imperium. But Imperium I'm going to read in the middle of the month, so maybe Shogun, maybe part 1 and 2 of Shogun next, and then Crowfall, and then Imperium, maybe. I don't know. But I got After Small Gods is no. After Small Gods is Tyranny of the Faith, book, the sequel to Justice of Kings, also on my Kindle. So that's what I'm reading next. So yeah, after Small Gods, I'm gonna read Tyranny of the Faith. It's like one of my top looking forward to videos. So I'm definitely gonna read that. And then I'm gonna have Richard Swan on my channel again. I already messed. I'm like, hey, when I'm done, right before your book comes out, you're gonna come on the channel again. We can talk about logistics because we both love Army logistics. Are you really? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna get to Crowfall for sure. Yeah, I assume that most people are doing that as well. I don't know why they're called secret projects. I don't really think titles of books are spoilers, or if they are, they're not spoiler enough to where I care, unless it's like vengeance for this dead character from the previous book. Very cool, Dandelion. Immortality Thief, Children of Dune, Ship of Destiny, Fellowship of the Ring, Secret Project. Jake, who is he's the Winnie the Pooh with the tuxedo, who will not read the ebook. He's waiting for the hardcover. Yeah, I think people that got the ebook, like it was in their email today. Yeah. No, I know, but I don't know why he calls he still calls them Secret Project. But I heard some people are like upset because the titles are spoilers. Not you, but I don't really understand it. I have not read Stephen Pressfield. Did he write Gates of Fire? Yes, Anthony Everett's Augustus is great. That's what I teach from when I teach Augustus. I love Anthony Everett as a biographer. Shogun is one of my favorite books of all time. So Curse of Chalion is actually going to be, so Augustus was really kind of it was like a patron read, because I hadn't done any buddy reads for like my patrons for a while, or like ever. And so I think I'm going to do Curse of Chalion with them this time, because Curse of Chalion, if you don't know, was on my very first TBR when I joined BookTube. And plus, I actually said something nice about Jake in that video. You'll see it. There's a video of like standalones, and I know Curse of Chalion is not a standalone, but it might as well be. I have a video of standalones I want to read this year, and I say something nice about Jake. It's a true story. Oh, well. B. Charmaine, who's read a trilogy in the last 3 days. Yes, I definitely will, Jimmy, and we can read it together too, because I like reading stuff with you, except that we don't ever like the same thing. One day we're going to read a book together that we both enjoy. No, but I don't think Jake gets enough credit for the fact that he has good opinions about some things. So I think I say in the video, and you'll see it, I say that I think Jake has a good understanding of my channel and the things that I like. So when Jake says that I'm probably going to like something, I have a tendency to believe him. But when Jake and Zara, because Zara is, like normally Jake and Zara don't really cross with a ton of the stuff that they read or like. But when Jake and Zara both like it, I'm like, attention must be paid. Yeah. I have heard that Gates of Fire is excellent. The only reason I have not picked that up is because I'm so tired of Thermopylae. I'm so tired of Thermopylae, and that's nothing against Pressfield or that book. I hear the book is excellent. I definitely will read it. I just like Thermopylae is like it's the only thing anybody in Greek history knows. The only thing they know. Most people, obviously, even in the chat, if you know something that isn't that, I'm not talking about you. If people know anything about ancient Greek history, they know who the Spartans are, usually incorrectly, and they know about Thermopylae, that there were 300 Spartans at Thermopylae to kill all those Persians. There were like 4,000 Greeks there. It was just 300 Spartans in the last stand. So I'm feeling okay. Like my ribs don't hurt anymore. My hip has been bothering me. I slept in my bed last night for the first time since the first night I came home because I hadn't been because um, it had been aggravating my leg a lot. But I was able to do it last night because my wife's was sitting on the couch near my recliner and she's been exhausted. So I'm like, let's swap off. I'll take an ibuprofen and sleep in the bed. I am just frustrated it's not healing faster. I have another x-ray appointment this Thursday where I'll know more. I'm just concerned that going back to work, I'm going to exacerbate the problem, which is, I just don't want there to be something wrong. The nurse told me like, hey, so a lot of times after breaks like this, people often get arthritis in that area in the next, when they get older. I'm like, oh, great. Like, fantastic. The gift that keeps on giving. Freaking, I almost went to this dude's arraignment yesterday. I'm glad I didn't because it, not yesterday, 2 days ago, because it got continued. Like, why is an arraignment getting continued? But I'll freaking live stream the sentencing if I go. Yes. What is up, Tori? No one has that on bingo card. It's a year of surprises. Yeah. Yeah. Leonidas was, the Spartan Kings, like, they ruled for a long time. It was like 490. Cleombrotus is killed in that Leuctra in 370. So it's 120 years between Spartan Kings dying in battle. Leonidas and then Cleombrotus in like 371, 372, 371 was the next one. No. Oh my gosh, I hate that. It's not freaking 10-foot Dalsum. I am also releasing my year in reading. I'm just gonna let y'all know. My average star rating is amazing. I'm with you, Michael. I'm with you. Yeah, I was just like, thanks. Oh, goody. Like, I'm just, so, it makes me so mad. Oh, it's definitely. So currently, out of like 60 books, where am I? Out of like 60 books that I've read, I gave 27 of them 5 stars. So that's like 45% 5 stars. So guess I like reading, unlike some people. Yeah. Oh, I hate the Sexy Times. Like, it would have been an all-time favorite of mine if not for the Sexy Times. I did. I really enjoyed it. Like, I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning finishing the book, and it's been a long time since I've done that. So I was like, you know what? The Sexy Times are annoying, but it didn't hurt the overall experience enough to lower it. Heck yeah, it is. My average is higher than you've been, so you cannot claim my title. It's okay. You can take a nap on the sprint. 28 minutes? Ugh, why do I do these things? Like, why don't we do something? All right, we're going to do something. I'm going to read. I'm going to read. And then we'll come back and we'll talk some more. And I might have some people join me on air or whatever. But someone remind me about my New Year's Rockin' Eve in 2023. Someone remind me about that when we're done. Welcome back. Welcome back on this evening, your evening drive home. We hope that the smooth jazz tunes of DJ Pete keep well until he turns his mic on and just like destroys the smooth, easy listening jazz. Pete, there's nothing smooth, easy listening than your feedback. Now everybody on the drive home is upset.
Wait, is it feedback now?
I mean, no.
Okay.
When you unmuted.
I heard no feedback. I don't know what you're talking about, Alan.
Evie's mic is hooked up to a stadium PA system because I always forget that every time I come off of this, my volume is too high for Evie's speaker. Your speakers are so good, Evie, or your mic is really good. Very loud.
Or I'm just yelling.
Please stop yelling. All right, turn Evie down. There we go. Talk now, Evie.
I will whisper.
No, don't whisper. Now talk normal. I lowered your mic.
Okay, cool. All right,
there we go. Now it's not busting out my speaker down here.
Wait,
I was trying
people's mics. I didn't know that.
You can if you take off auto mic adjustment. You can. I have to do that sometimes if there's like bad feedback or I don't know. It all just depends on where I'm at and the volume of my current speaker. So I made it to the last 10%. I got 3 chapters left in Shade of Madness. So I am well on my way. Also, y'all should encourage me. I totaled up all of the pages of the books that I'm supposed to read in January, which is I got to finish Small Gods, Fall, Imperium, Part 1 and 2 of Shogun, Part 1 and 2 interlude, whatever, of Stupid Way of Kings, and The Spider. And I can do it if I read 79 pages a day.
Exactly 79, no more, no less.
I mean, no, I can do it easier if I read more than 79 in one day, but I must read
that would just break it.
At least 79 pages a day, and I can get through it. I'm rooting for myself this time. And then I gotta find a way to fit in Apt because I'm finishing Apt this year. I'm doing it. I realize I should make more of my videos just lives. Like I should just go on a live and be like, hey guys, so this is
my wrap up.
Yeah, like I should do more of those. I don't know why I don't. I think it's because I can't. I don't know. I like interacting with the comments, and I appreciate everyone who comes out to these stupid sprints to just listen to me run my mouth and then stare at people while we read. I gotta change it. I ain't Wheels McCrash right now. For real, I just need to get rid of my names. Like cover my face. I'm not tall enough. I almost removed myself from stream, which is not helpful.
It's not helpful at all.
It's gonna stay there. So how'd everybody do? I always play on my phone and like tool around on my comp for like the first 10 minutes. So I didn't read too much. So hold on, let me see what happened. Nice. Well, since we reread, nice. Making money. Didn't you already read this?
So I have been remarkably inconsistent with actually finishing things over the past 2 months. So it took me like 3 months to read Arm of the Sphinx. I finished that in December and then sped through the rest of them. So now I'm actually almost done with this.
I gotcha. Urza will be reading that this year for sure. Got to catch up on my patron. What up, Max? What's up, Tony?
To kind of answer to Mike's jealousy, just order it off Book Depository from the UK, and there you go.
I need to go do that.
So, y'all, correct me if I'm wrong. A Man Called Otto is based on A Man Called Uwe, right? Like that movie with Tom Hanks. And does Otto get a cat instead of a child in the movie? I think Tom Hanks gets a cat instead of a child.
Spoiler alert for people who haven't read the book.
Read the back of it's on the back of the book.
I know.
Someone confirm. Nice. King's Dragon by Kate Elliott. Yes, exactly. It should always be used to mute Kyle. Oh, I always have something that I need to talk about as far as historical fiction is concerned, but I always forget to. Kyle's got to be around to do it though. So if I see Kyle again,
Oh, in the
I should just make everything a freaking live. All my videos henceforth are lives. Every one of them. Someone thumbs down me and Christina's video. Like,
listen, it still helps the algorithm.
like it now. I'm offended. Like, you want a thumbs down? Like, don't thumbs down my wife. Get out.
I bet you they thumbs down because you didn't lose.
Yeah, that's probably true. Sometimes it's the weirdest. Looking at what people thumbs down. Hold on, let me look at this right now. Like, it's bizarre. Like, okay, someone thumbs down my Santa baby rant. Apparently, the Santa baby lady saw my thing about her diamond or platinum mine and thumbs downed it.
Wasn't that unlisted? So obviously, it was one of your patrons that thumbs down it.
No, I made it public. 3 people disliked it. 3 people disliked it. So rude.
We have a culprit.
What else? Someone didn't like my Augustus review. Screw you.
Ooh, somebody just doesn't like John Williams at all, obviously.
Someone thumbs down my unboxing of my amazing Discworld Ultimate Compendium thing, which is a book I've waited a year and a half to get. Why would you thumbs down someone's joy?
Because Terry Pratchett.
Happy.
I know
it's obvious that they dislike Terry Pratchett and they think he's too political.
They can suck it. Empire of Exiles is so good.
Speaking of Augustus, Alan, I think if you haven't already done it, maybe you can rename our council chat of Augustus to like Augustus by John Williams chat. So in case more people kind of come across it, they know what it is and might get interested in the book.
What? I didn't understand what you just said. I mean, I understood all the words, but not them put together.
So the Augustus chat that we did.
Oh, the one down in the council room?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to make it? Oh, you want me to drag it up to the public?
No. So it's already public. Like it's.
It ain't no public. It's the. Oh, you mean the live show?
Yeah. Sorry.
Is that unlisted?
No. It's public, but it just says council chat in the title.
Oh, it doesn't say Augustus.
Yeah. So.
Oh no! I see what you're saying. I'm an idiot. That's you. Start with that. Be like, hey, dummy. I got it. Okay. Oh my gosh, it does. Oh no, it says council chat Augustus.
Oh, maybe I missed that. Okay, never mind.
All right, Evie.
Carry on.
All of that.
Confirmed.
Throwing
people don't read
where they're not needed.
Shogun. So people that don't like Shogun don't like a lot of. So it's written. I mean, it's written in a different period, and so there's a lot of and it is an old white dude. If that bothers you a lot, then you might not like it. But if you're interested in Japan, so interesting about Blackthorn. I guess that's not his real name, but Anjin-san, and I will, after reading it, we'll talk about how much my wa is disturbed. I used to walk around all the time saying my wa was disturbed because they talk about their wa so often. You read 200 pages in 30 minutes?
That's a zoomer right there.
Wizard's Guide to Defense Baking. Is that a real book?
Yep, Tekin for sure.
Nice. Prelude to Ashes.
Ooh, actually, does Prelude to Ashes have a physical book?
It does.
Americans cannot pronounce that. Jay, that's why.
Maybe it's just Tom Hanks didn't look like an Ove.
Oh, okay. No, it's no. Oh, in the book he gets a cat? Okay, I thought it was a child. Okay, thank you.
Big difference.
Thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, nice. Imperium, animals. I do hate true love. What was Jimmy? I forgot. No. Oh, Jimmy downloaded it. Jimmy, so unkind. Look, Matt, her ask for a platinum mine is unreasonable. Like that would require all sorts of permits, and like I promise you, she doesn't have an Archimedes screw to put the water uphill. Like this woman has not thought it out. Stupid Santa baby woman.
Hi, Charmaine. You're on mute. Or
What?
somehow. Wait, you're not on mute on StreamYard, but we can't hear you.
What New Year's saga? These thumbs downy people are there, out of control. I did take too long to open the box. Don't do that, Logan. Actually, you might as well. Like only like 150 people watch this. So
We cannot hear you.
Empire Exiles is excellent. Yeah, I don't know why. Just like stop watching my video if you hate it. That's cool. I like if I watch the video to the end, I like it. I hate a like.
It's the internet, Alan. You're asking too much of people.
Yeah, but like I have no problem with people saying like, comment, subscribe. I just hey, what's up?
Marco, hello. We can hear you. Yay.
Like, you can?
Yep.
I can. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of people before you finish it, but like the totality of that book is amazing. Yes, you're learning the same as Angina is. Nice. Everyone says hello to Charmaine. Taryn.
Hello.
Yes, this before. Is what?
Has Christina continued with Way of Kings?
She read. She said, I got to Kaladin. She read some more today.
Nice. Good for
Are
her.
you guys at the same spot or?
I haven't started. Oh no.
Oh, I thought you
She's getting a head start.
Oh,
No. I have not.
Because Alan's going to tear through it, as he's wont to do.
I mean,
he's gonna dust everybody. He's gonna dust his own wife in a buddy read.
I'm trying to figure out who y'all think you're talking about. I don't read slow. I can't read anything.
I mean, this is Mr. 79 pages a day you're talking about here.
That's what I need to do. But okay, cool. Frequently, every 9 weeks, I'm also supposed to get. I have 9 weeks to get grades in, and okay.
They're not going to give you extra time since.
Oh no, I definitely got extra time for this. Like literally, the fate of the top 10 is in my hands because 7 of the top 10 are in my AP Latin class.
Oh snap!
Or either in my AP Latin class or my classical studies class. And so I hold the race for valedictorian in my hand. So I said to the kid who was currently leading before the freeze, I said, so, buddy, when am I going to see some Sonic Oreo blasts gracing my desk here? Because currently in AP Latin, you've got a 65D, my buddy. Because he's there's a lot of quizzes. This online platform where they take quizzes is really difficult to like actually submit. So a bunch of people have zeros for every quiz they've taken because they don't know how to submit it right. I don't really know why. They're clowns, but they are. And so I'm waiting for them to do that. And then I have ungraded stuff, and they were going to come in for extra help so they can bring that up. But currently, I would never take a bribe. Anybody who thinks that, like, ever. So Jay, a lot of this will get this will be read more probably in February when I can drive again, because I will listen to it mostly in the car.
I'm reading Renegade's Magic.
I know you're going to finish it because you read literally the entire trilogy in less than a week.
Quack Addict asked. I was answering their question.
Is he still fat in the book? Okay.
Spoiler.
Yeah, for context, in the book, not Quack Addict. Okay?
Yeah, not Quack Addict. I meant the book.
Yeah. I do really like these covers, though. I normally.
What? You cut out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
I was just saying I really like the cover.
Nice.
No, I'm not allowed to name students and what their grades are. No, I mean, they fortunately gave me time, because I was definitely not doing any of it, during this time. I'm just not. So when I get back, it'll be, I'll just have to get on it. I just don't want to do any of it. Like, I don't want to go back to work. I'm so behind. These kids, I guarantee you, have just lost all kinds of progress. I don't know.
Have you had like a substitute that you've like kept in contact with, or?
I have a sub, but a sub can't teach Latin.
Well, no, I know, but like
the thing is, okay, so I could have prepared work for them to keep them caught up, but they would not have done it. And so rather than stress myself out in rehab trying to prep stuff that is the level they are so they can keep practicing and have them not do it, I just said, screw it. They won't do something when they know I'm back the next day. Like they won't do the work I leave them when I take a day off. Last time I assigned something, when I was just gone for a day, I have 52 Latin 2s, 18 of them turned it in. And all they had to do was translate 10 flipping sentences. Like, so they wouldn't have done it. So I just didn't waste my time. So I don't know. So they just sat there. We sat there for 2 weeks because the problem is that I am my classroom. Like I am my classes. And I know I don't think that's like best practices. I don't think that makes me a good teacher. Because you're supposed to be able to, your class is supposed to be able to function without you. My class doesn't function without me. These children, they must be under like my iron fist. Like I'm the only one they'll work for. And even then, barely. Like, so like it just doesn't work. If I am not there, they will not do it. They will barely do it when I am there. But at least I can see them not doing it and be like, hey, so is that a productive use of your time? I see it again. It belongs to me. Put it up. Do the assignment. When you're done, you can waste all the time you want. If I get that phone, I'm spending all your Clash of Clans money. Seriously, every bit of it's going to get spent on something. I'm going to waste all your little gems you earned. Frickin' do my work. So, you want... what is it? Conqueror by Con Iggulden? Oh, I mean, yeah, but the problem is they can cheat their way to university the way they cheat their way through high school. So yeah, the Conqueror series by Con Iggulden. I've heard it's amazing Genghis Khan stuff.
I think Kyle has some other recs too. I think he really likes.
Why are you?
Because I know he likes Genghis Khan.
Why are you picking Kyle? What are you doing?
Do you know? Are you an expert on Genghis Khan?
You know what you're doing right now?
Fiction.
Right now, Charmaine. You work at Walmart and you're telling people to go to Target. That's what you're doing right now.
Target's awesome. So yes, I would do that.
Fine. You're working at Target. You're right. You're working at Target and you're telling people to go to Walmart. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. I'm just kidding.
The brothers Gwyn were talking about that.
They're all talking about the Con Iggulden Genghis Khan series. Like, if you go to Kyle's, he's going to tell you the same thing. But yes, Kyle is a Genghis Khan stan.
See?
Tori was the one I heard talking about it.
Yes. You heard her talking about Conqueror by Con Iggulden. About Genghis Khan. Though her and Kyle won't pronounce it Genghis Khan. They pronounce it the right way. Oh.
Genghis?
No, it's like Chinggis. Whatever, it's Genghis Khan.
Chungus, right? Yeah,
it's
Chungus.
Genghis Khan. And you want to know how I know? Because I had the Ninja Turtle action figure from Playmates that was Genghis Frog when I was a kid. And that is how I know.
That checks out.
I know it does.
Legit source.
It's the original source.
It really does matter how many like weeder classes and how many like specialized classes they have. But for gen ed classes, they tend to like they'll just cheat their way through it.
Yeah, I mean, to share a little bit too much of myself, as soon as I was done with like my gen ed classes, I basically flunked out of all my classes that I wasn't interested in. So anything that wasn't Jane Austen or 19th century British literature, flunked out of. So
that's so awesome, Bee's Knees. I want to read She Who Became the Sun this year. That is
so this right here, Ben, that chat bot, that AI thing, you're right, except for the fact that I know how my students sound and I know what my students are capable of. They can't make it right in their voice. They can't. And it also doesn't write a very good paper. So they would have to be really, really good with the specifications, and then they would have to tell me what's in it. Because when I have my kids write their paper, Latin 2 always has to do a paper, a research project and presentation on a Roman from the Republic, and they have to know what's in it. Like if I look through it and I see anything, I can be like, hey, so what did can you tell me something that Cato the Elder wrote? Like, and they're like, I'm like, you mean you don't know anything that Cato the Elder wrote? It's here in your paper. So you're saying, did you write this paper? Did you look over it? Because the whole point of this is not for you to game the system. The point is for you to learn something. So can you tell me anything that's in this paper? Oh, well, he fought it like blah, 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 blah. They're like, so-and-so fought against the Samnites. Can you tell me who the Samnites are? I'm thinking, so you put something in your paper that you didn't know what it was? That's what you're telling me? They hate it. They hate it. But last year, which is the first year I did this, I got some good projects and I got some good papers. And then I got one that literally just changed the words of the first paragraph of the Wikipedia page. It was the lamest attempt. Like, you had freaking 8 weeks to do this, and this is the best you can do? Wow. 0. And if they get a 0, the project's so big, if they get a 0, they fail the quarter. That's the other way I make them do it, right?
Yeah. The other thing about ChatGPT is it's really easy for it to get random little facts wrong.
Yeah. So, see, Michael knows. Playmates Toy Company's fact checking is second to none. I agree.
Hey, Tiago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so like the Cold War that is going on between cheaters and like anti-cheating software is like, someone should write a book about it, because it like the cheating software improves, and for a while the cheaters are on top, and then the anti-cheating software comes back, develops their own missile, and it's just back and forth, this elevation of threat.
They used to instill the fear of plagiarism in us in school, so it wasn't even a thought that crossed my mind. I'm like, I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
Good. I just wish kids would like spend as much time working on it as they do trying to find ways to not work on it.
Do they still have the cite sources or no?
I mean, yeah, they got to cite sources. I made them use 2 of my like Roman history like textbooks as their sources. I'm like, you can use Wikipedia too. I don't care. Look down at the bottom. You got to have at least one ancient source. So if you look down at the bottom, it'll tell you if Plutarch or Dio-Cassius or Suetonius or like someone, it'll tell you like if an ancient historian is talking about him, follow that link and it'll take you. It's all freaking open source, or it's all like, no copyright. Go look at it. Go read some Plutarch. He's funny. He is very sassy with people he doesn't like. He calls them all sorts of names. Hold on. I'm behind in the chat. Sorry. So feel free to talk. What's up, Tiago? Because the answer to this is it is too hard and too time consuming to give a crap. And I feel my willpower being chipped away at every year. Like, I have less and less effort to devote to this nonsense. Like, there comes a tipping point to where everyone, like teachers, should just say, I don't care. It's not worth it. I'm going to have a life after this. Like, I'm going to have a life after school, whatever. These kids are going to do this, whatever. Don't care. And some are just terrible teachers, but some really tried not to be. And they make a choice because they don't want to spend their life doing this, or they spend like all of their time doing this. I'm not trying to give you anxiety. I just want people to learn the material. Like 8 weeks to work on a project, you can get it done in a week if you just work on it. It's not a hard project, but you do have to know it.
I mean, Alan, feel free to kick me out of this stream after I say this, but you've been sitting on a Hammer review for the past year. If you just edited it, you could get it out.
I have more to do with my life than these students do. Like,
touche.
Also, I got hit by a car.
But not a year ago.
I mean, that's true. No, there's no excuse for that hammer thing.
You forgot the hard reset, Evie. Hard reset.
Look, Evie. First of all, yes. Like, I also procrastinate and don't do the stuff that I need to do. That's true. But the thing is, I made it through school. Like,
it's also prioritization. Like, as much as we all love BookTube,
for sure,
and as much as we all would love to see Alan videos, like your normal job takes precedence.
Yeah. And they don't like necessarily like my class. A lot of them are taking it because they need a language credit. And you're not going to use Latin past my class. I get that. But you chose to be here. This is the path forward. So you can either do it or not. Like I give them the choice. It's like, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But then don't get mad at me because your grade is wrong. That's the difference, Evie. I'm not mad at anybody here because I haven't done my hammer review.
Yeah. And there's a difference between procrastination and not doing your work. Because you can procrastinate. I'm a procrastinator, but I still turn in my work.
That's true. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up. But yeah, I do have the hammer review. The hammer review is coming out. It's actually going to be the next review I release, Evie.
Ooh.
And are you gonna take my advice and do the ... 1 year later?
If you remind me, because I already forgot you said that. Look at that. See?
Yes. Me and Ben the Overlord are picking up book 3 of that this month.
Nice.
Finally finished.
So, multiple choice quizzes. When I give multiple choice quizzes, I make 4 different versions. I have different versions because I have one class before lunch, one class after lunch of each level. So I change it during the lunches. And I have 4 different versions. I do not label them. So the students do not know if they have A, B, C, or D because I do not label them as such. There is a question on each that I identify which key to use based on which question it is. So I say, y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Look to your right and go ahead and try to copy what's in those bubbles. Please, I urge you to do that. These kids, like, don't mess with me, children. Like, do not mess with me. Just freaking do it. And they don't understand. If they'll actually just work and act like they give a crap and quit complaining and trying to, like, take the shortcut, they will find that my class is much easier. When the children are, like, caring about learning, when they do poorly, I am much, much kinder and be like, you know what? Like, I get it. Come here. Like, why'd you miss that? I understand. Like, do you understand now? Cool. Boom. Let's fix that. I am much kinder when they give a crap. They don't grasp it. They are determined to make me dig my heels in because they think that I will cave. They are not correct. They're not. Like, look, children, I've been alive longer than you. All right. So I'll sit here and I'll stare at you. We will stare. We will look at each other and see who blinks first. Because guess what? Like, you don't have any power in this situation at all. The only agency you have is to do what I ask is to do what I ask you to do, or not. Actually, you have all the agency, but you cannot get an A in my class by doing nothing. You can't. So if that is what you think is going to happen, drop it, take it online where you can cheat. And if you show up to my classroom after you do that and brag about the A you got in Latin online, I will end you because you are a cheater. You lack all integrity. You are useless to me. Goodbye. Like, people don't have an integrity. And I've had that happen more than one time. They walk into my room after they've dropped my class and taken Latin online. Like, Miss Walker, I have 100 in Latin 2 online. Run, because I'm going to end you. Get out of here. Like, get out of here.
Google's the one with the 100.
Seriously,
unrelated to that, Pete, are you going to be reading Fool's Fate?
Yes, Fool's Fate is actually next after Making Money.
Are you? Yeah, so you're going to be finishing it in time for the live show next weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I have almost all of Plutarch's lives, and they're so good, but I can't make myself stop reading fiction long enough to read them. Plutarch's lives are so good.
#buddy read.
Seriously, Matt, we should buddy read some Plutarch's Lives.
Are they, I'm assuming are they like kind of snippets or whatever? It's not like
No, they're biographies. They're little. They're short biographies.
yeah. So you could do the like like.
But what Plutarch does is he also compares them. So he does like Theseus and Romulus. He'll do Caesar and Alexander the Great. So he does their biography, and then he says comparison of Caesar and Alexander. Cicero and Demosthenes is the one I want to read the most because I love both of them. The other thing the kids do is they'll only have like a first page, and then the rest of it will be nonsense. Like they'll just write crap for the rest of it because a lot of teachers only look at the first page. I look at like page 3 and see if it's cognizant. Like
teachers only read the first page.
Now, I understand if you're an English teacher and you get essays and you have to grade essays, essay after essay, you can't read every word of every essay. You can't, or else you don't do anything else. So I do understand that. I only have like 2 papers in 3 years of Latin. So
that's crazy. But I do remember my English teacher in high school, my senior year's English teacher. We had to do like a senior research paper, and she was like a veteran teacher, and she had like a list of like research topics. Like, you cannot write your research topic on these things because I have read enough research papers on these topics. She's like, choose something else.
Okay, Alexis, you and I are of an accord. They are incentivized to cheat 100% because like I get it. Like if I was a student, like if I was one of them and didn't think I was learning anything, they don't understand how there's no value in anything there because most teachers like aren't teaching them anything. And then hold on. Yes, this is what I teach my students. I teach them like they're not going to use Latin. I teach them to freaking think about crap, not to walk around questioning everything because then you're a paranoid delusional and you're annoying everybody. Stop. Like, don't question everything. That's bad advice. But like being able to like just understand when someone's telling you something and presenting it as fact, just understand that maybe that's not true. Like people have reasons for telling you, why did this person use this weighted language when neutral language would have been fine? Like, people have reasons for doing things, even if it's like innocuous. Just be aware. And we talk about all the propagandists in Greece and Rome, and we also talk about, like I tell my students, the main thing I need you to learn is to not be a douchebag because we got enough of those, and I'm not going to produce them coming out of my class. The world has enough of them. Who you are matters. Like your character matters. Being kind matters more than how much freaking money you're going to make. And most of them don't believe me, but every now and then I get one.
Alan, I will say that it sounds like you're more than making up for all the jaded teachers out there. So
I ended up ranting. I didn't think I was going to. This is correct, Urza. Old people do know the young. Teenagers are fools. It's not their fault. They're just fools. And it's okay. I was a fool when I was a teenager. We were all fools when we were teenagers. Like, it's a rite of passage. You get to not be a fool. Well, that's not true. It's not guaranteed. Yeah. The system is. I've been teaching for 10 years. I know. And if you weren't caught, your teacher did exactly what I was saying. See, look at
that. Eric. What?
No. My anxiety was too high to do that.
I would have been the same way.
Oh my gosh. Yes. You start as a fool and you don't always grow out of it. That's the problem. And the problem is that too many fools think that they're not.
I mean, it's kind of like diapers. We all start off in diapers and we're all going to end up in diapers.
We in my Greek history class, it's a very brief survey, very brief overview of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. We don't read any of their works. I go slightly into some of Socrates's. I don't like Plato as a person, so I don't like how Plato co-opted Socrates for his own nonsense. But no, I agree. Do what?
Are you Aristotelian?
I mean, I mean, I like Aristotle because of his role in Alexander the Great and Philip Macedon. I like Socrates, and even if I said I liked Aristotle, except for the part where he thinks that everyone should be slaves of the Greeks, like that part's not that's not good. Where he's like, some peoples are just born to be slaves, and some peoples are born to be better, and that's the Greeks. And it's like, ooh, Aristotle, that quote didn't age well, buddy. So, but like people, like you can't give a buy to any of them. Like all of the Greeks thought they were better than literally everyone else in the world.
Yeah.
So anyway, I went on for way too long, guys. Way too long. Like 40 minutes.
It's been 40 minutes.
Who started this? Who made me rant about this? Whose fault? Is it Kevin's fault again?
Probably.
I don't think Kevin's on here.
I was kidding.
Oh, I have no idea how we got here.
Oh,
yes. Weren't you gonna talk?
Oh, about New Year's Rockin' Eve?
Yeah.
Remind me on the next one. Anyway, yeah, teenagers, and I understand, and I do cut them some slack. Like I'm not iron fisted with them, but like I also need them to heed the things that I am saying. So it is always Kevin's fault. All right, it's Kevin's fault. So sorry that took so long, guys. What if we actually read?
What?
I know.
Okay.
I might finish Tiago's book. He's not even here for me to talk about it. Well,
he'll be back soon. He just got to eat first.
All right.
I just ordered that today or yesterday. Finally.
All right, we're actually gonna do this. I promise. I can't add. That's 38 minutes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's 33 minutes. All right.
Yes.
I know. I am always so surprised that 102 of y'all show up for this nonsense. Like, why do people just like I always say this. Why do people like to hear me complain? Anyway.
I mean,
you're not complaining. You are speaking the voice of the people.
That's right. I am the Wokes Populi or Wokes Populi.
As the kids say nowadays, you're based.
I am based. I am based and fire.
I still don't understand.
Look,
base is objectively correct.
I don't understand the appeal.
Look, if you're not streets ahead, Eva, you're streets behind.
All right, Pierce.
All right. Sorry, I knew I forgot something. I forgot to enter Tyranny of Faith into my calculator, so now I need to read 96 pages per day in order to read everything I said I was going to read in this month. That is less doable. Significant. Something ain't gonna get read. It's going to be the spider. Okay. Sorry. Welcome back. I will finish my book. This next one. I'm 2 chapters away from the end, like 4%. So I'll make sure. Yeah, I'll get it done. I was talking about how my hair looked like terrible at the beginning. I found a picture of the show I was in where I played young Einstein. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. I want to open. Can y'all see it? Look at that. I'm that middle one. I'm young Albert Einstein.
You look like a younger Ron Swanson.
Look at that mustache, y'all. Look at that glorious stash.
Wait, that's real?
That's a real photo. I was in a play. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Look at that.
That is wild.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I wanted to show y'all that.
The toilet. Sorry, I liked that in the background.
Nice.
I don't actually know how many pages I got done.
Pete yelling too. I've had to. Okay, so you know the
real whispering there.
No, the real problem is I just have my computer volume turned up too high, and I could have solved the whole problem instead of lowering all 3 of you. I could have just turned my speakers down, but I didn't. I do things the hard way.
Can you guys hear me now? I
can.
Yes.
Kai, no. I was working dialysis play, and I had to warn my patients because I just grew this out for 6 weeks, and I knew I was gonna have to shave this and just keep the mustache for 2 weekends. So I warned all my patients. I'm like, guys, I'm just letting you know, I'm gonna come and I'm just gonna have a mustache. I know it looks terrible. I don't think it looks good, but I'm gonna play. Just deal with it. And my patients were like, oh. It was pretty terrible.
I wonder if the reaction was worse than Isaac's reaction to Sarah's dark hair.
What was Isaac? Oh yeah, Scream. I messaged Sarah as soon as I saw it on the Frick Andrews thumbnail. I said, Sarah, what's wrong with your hair? I don't know why people do that. I say the same thing to my students when they come in with their hair's changed. I'm like, what's wrong with your hair? What's wrong with it?
It's not pink. That's what's wrong with it.
No, what's wrong with it is that it's not like, they don't understand. Like, I file these children's appearances away in my autism filing cabinet so that I don't have to spend any processing power recognizing who it is talking to me. And when they do that, they change their appearance. It's like, man, you are adding precious nanoseconds to my processing power, my processing speed. Like, I've got to refile and get used to you looking like this because it takes an extra split second to recognize who you are. Because I can't recognize their voices because all the girls sound like, oh my gosh, Mr. Walker. And all the guys are like, Ms. Walker, Ms. Walker. So that's what their voices sound like. So I can't recognize them by sound.
All high school students are the same.
Do what?
Their faces all look the same. So like when they change their hair, it's like
that's what I'm saying.
Right?
They all look like this.
Or like this.
Yeah, their faces all look like the back of their phones. You're right. Nice. Purple Prince, how is it? How is Veiled Throne? Another chapter? Nice. How is All the Dangerous Things? Very cool.
How is everything?
I am this far away from the end.
Nice. Yeah, the climax of that book, Evie, is really, really good. Charmaine, why did you read a trilogy in less than a week?
I did it last week too. December is my rally month.
That doesn't mean
January now.
What? How do you do that?
Well,
reading.
It's right before busy season.
True. I have to get in all my reads before the tax season reading slump.
You know what? I'm gonna make a bunch of dummy corporations and just send all of my taxes to you, so you stay loaded down.
So.
That'd also be really funny because you'd have to wait till next year.
It would cost a lot too.
No. So there.
All he has to do is read this book, and he can make however much he wants. Obviously,
not according to Tom. 2 stars.
Tom can
make money.
He can.
He did not make any money.
Oof. Self-published really long books make. I'm like, why is your book so long? Like you had only you telling you. Why did your inner voice not tell you to make that shorter?
Because it's worth it. As someone who wants to write long books, it's worth it.
Is
There's
it?
so much more. Yes.
To answer your question, Urza, oh shoot, shenanigans.
That's a
I'm really enjoying it. So, yeah.
That's just bookworm, 1 page at a time.
I give up.
No, you don't, Kristen. Do not sit here and tell lies. It looks ratchet.
There are yous today that are rocking that style now, unironically.
What style?
Like the mustache and the.
There are very few people who can pull off just a mustache. And I am afraid that many people who just have a mustache don't understand that they're not one of them. Like my stepdad is like, he's the guy you think of when you think of people who have mustaches. Like, this is my stepdad. Like, I can't picture my stepdad without a mustache. But
Does
like
he
my
use,
dad is
like
not a
the
mustache.
gel stuff to twirl his mustache?
No, I'm not talking about old timey Civil War generals. Like, I'm talking about like, you know. So anyway, like my stepdad's just a guy that you're like, he's just like, hey, how you doing? My stepdad does this every single time he comes over or we go over there. He's always, when we're getting ready to go, like walking out the door or whatever, he's like, all right, guys. So I just want to say it's been nice seeing me every single time. And my wife laughs at it every time. Like, Christina, please stop laughing at it.
It's funny.
I know, but he's going to do it. He does it at restaurants. He says to waiters. I'm like, Terry, please.
Terry, that's cute.
But yeah, his name is Terry. Terry's a mustache guy. Yeah, see, like some people are mustache guys. Some people are not. Like Chiago, don't grow on a mustache. Like Chiago,
do it, Chiago.
Do not do it.
Do it, Chiago.
Pete, I don't think you can rock the solo mustache. So don't do it.
No, I could not. No, the reverse Hitler thing right in the middle is why I can't rock it.
Right. I mean,
because when it splits, it looks really bad.
Look at this. Look, Sarah's dad was Terry, also rocking the mustache. I think if your name is Terry or Terrence, you are a mustache person.
Automatically.
My husband shaved his beard and mustache for the first time like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because it was right before the pandemic. And mind you, I had never seen him without a beard and a mustache. He did it. I was like, please never shave again. Like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, Chiago, I'm on chapter 40 now. Just letting you know. Do not grow a mustache, Chiago. I mean, the thing is, you can get a mustache. I mean, I'm just gonna be the one to tell you, you look like a Miami Vice character. So, I mean, if that's what you're
like, the vibe. That's the vibe.
It's not the vibe. Stop. It's not.
I mean, if I really want to wear Hawaiian shirts pink suits, right?
Pink suits, yeah.
Yeah.
Don Johnson.
You are in Florida.
Anyway, I need to talk about rockin', sprinting New Year's Eve with Dick Clark featuring Alan Walker. So it was a joke because I said, and Jimmy and I were dying laughing yesterday because I did for like all week on sprints. I was talking about how like I'm gonna like on January 1, I'm going to put in a live show for a New Year's live show for 2023 because there's so many lives scheduled for 2023. It's like 5 p.m. and Jimmy's like, where are all those live shows you were talking about? Like, we could have done one. And I'm like, yeah. So Jimmy, I just looked at the day, not at the time. So all those live shows I was talking about were actually earlier this afternoon. There weren't actually any running last night, and I made plans because I was so convinced by my own argument. And so I could have done something last night. But so now
We were waiting for you.
So it was a joke to start out with. But now I've got a year to plan. I'm going to do something literally like Dick Clark featuring Alan Walker's Rockin' New Year's Eve. I'm going to start at noon and we're going to run like sprints all day. But I'm going to have like a co-host and like special guests, like other booktubers who can do bits. You know, like they cut away like,
around the world, like Derry in New Zealand, like
yes. And it's gonna be like Evie wants to do her rendition of Imagine by the Beatles or whatever.
Nobody wants to hear that.
I'm just saying. And also, like, I'm gonna have like it's gonna be like a booktuber award show on it as well. And you know, don't make the Academy mad or they might snub you. Now, members of the Academy, their identities are kept secret. So, best behavior.
Campaign starts now, guys. That's what Alan's trying to say.
Can we have a segment called Mod Chat, where like all the mods are on?
Yes. It's like I think it's going to be really fun. Like just run an all-day thing with just like people coming in and out and being like, okay, cool. Our noon to 1 is mod chat or whatever, or like and it's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna have Jimmy come on and co-host at times, and it's gonna be. I think it'd be really funny. I think
you can do it early, like the first hour, be like Patreons.
Yes. How about pre-show from 11 to noon? Yes, pre-show from 11 to noon. Roll out the red carpet.
We're workshopping.
Like Charmaine, who are you wearing out here on the red carpet?
Somebody needs to bring like a cat or something.
I'm wearing Redbubble. So
you do a pet what was that? Like
it's like Puppy Bowl, but
So I had a suit on for ages, and the suit fit me, and I was like, you know what, Alan, you could wear a suit. And then I was hit by a car, and I didn't get to wear it. So yes, you guys will have to. Yes, I will manufacture a ball drop, and it will be incredible. I'll get
Christina standing in the background.
I'll see if I can get my buddy's engineering students to rig something. Be like, hey, Belle, make your project. They make me a New Year's Eve ball drop thing.
But make it out of
so
stuff.
If anyone has any ideas for this, please HMU with your ideas, because I got a year to plan this. The New Year's Eve book drop.
See, you dropped the worst book that you read that year.
It'll be Grace of Kings or Jade Legacy.
Oh, shut up.
No. You're not going to read that this year, remember?
He is going to read that.
Jay. Who needs this negativity, Jay? Look at this. Look at Jay.
Rude.
So much doubt.
Jay, you doubt? You doubt? You are right to do so, but
he has us behind him.
I know. Jay, I need you to convert that into a Yas Queen.
It's either that or you can go to Olive Garden.
Where's all your Yas Queen energy, Jay?
Logan has a great idea. You should do a Sermon tournament out of booktubers and have questions.
Oh yeah, that's our Latin quiz bowl. I'll do it with historical fiction. Jimmy, planning one 12-hour extravaganza on BookTube, a large portion of which is sprints, is not the same thing as planning a Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Because that's like herding cats.
Do what?
Because that's like herding cats. Although herding cats might be easier.
Yeah, it's also Oh, okay, Jay. All right, Jay was not being negative.
Okay, that sounds more like.
Yeah,
that sounds more like Jay.
I'm gonna have to drop a book. He was not. He was
That's a
definitely
book.
Fire. Oh my gosh.
That's the thing, though. The fires that people light will serve as the fireworks. You should say hello.
Do you still have that one book? The Stanley book?
can see
You
that.
should drop that one. I can see that.
What family book? Yeah, Christina's been over.
No,
What is this?
That's your ice cream.
Not Family Stanley. What was
What?
it called?
Why is it
The
look
one
like
that broke your Discord.
I think they because they didn't put the Oreo on top.
Oh, it's the same thing. It just doesn't have the same.
Brain Snavely.
Oh, okay. I was like,
you're talking about.
this looks weird. Emperor's Place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because there wasn't. I did not eat.
Alan
top
could
of it.
sacrifice Return of the Crimson Guard. It could be like Temple of Doom style. Like
No, Christina.
Oh, we
Um,
don't-
they brought me. Are y'all going back or are you staying here?
I'm staying here.
Okay, cool. They brought me a Sonic Blast, but like Sonic Blasts have like the dome and the and the spoon. Here's a spoon, but the
They
dome.
ran out of lids.
I was like, what is this? Like, this is like, is this not a blast? And they're like, no, you just don't like Oreo on it. So I don't think they gave you the freaking dome because they're not gonna waste it on you who tells them to not put much Oreo in it. Like sometimes I get these things and it's like 60% Oreo. If I wanted to eat Oreos, I just freaking go to Walmart and buy a pack of Oreos. I want
what's the
ice
point
cream.
of getting a Sonic
I
Oreo if
want
you
ice
don't
cream
like it?
that is slightly flavored of Oreo. I want Oreo dust. That's what I want. I don't want. I don't
Do you
want.
drink your coffee black, Alan?
No, because I'm not. No, because
I
I'm
do.
not a freaking English gentleman, and I also like things that taste good.
You're
And
saying
it's also
coffee
a
doesn't taste
texture.
good?
I don't like cookies. The cookie texture in the ice cream is weird.
I don't like you can't taste the ice cream once you've gotten too much cookie, and then your whole mouth turns just like cookie. I want them to pulverize the Oreo and then sprinkle it judiciously within mine ice cream.
I agree.
So Tiago likes trying to drink. Yes, K Fox, we can both be English gentlemen together.
People who drink black coffee, you know what your problem is.
Yes,
Yes.
I don't have enough love in my life, obviously.
Christina's
Aaron.
the perfect wife because I eat cookies and cream ice cream, and I hate it when I'm eating ice cream and all of a sudden I've run into like I feel like a miner and like I've hit the wall and the wall is cookie, and I'm just like, man, to get to the ice cream, I'm gonna go through this freaking glacier of cookie. And so Christina's like, you need me to eat it? And she'll run in here and just grab a spoon,
Aw.
and just like she'll clear the way for me. She's a fine woman. So yeah,
That's love.
I like some of it, but I don't like these huge chunks. No, I do not. I use freaking not Coffee Mate, the other one. What's the one that
Keurig.
Coffee make? What?
Keurig.
No.
White International.
Creamer. Yes, thank you. Delight International French vanilla cream. That is what I use. When Christina met me, I was pouring unflavored powdered creamer into my coffee like a barbarian.
Ah, like at a doctor's office.
And she took me to the village and taught me how to dress myself and how to use tools and how to properly behave at a dinner party.
She my
So
fair lady.
basically, you guys were the real life equivalent of Beauty and the Beast, where Beauty teaches him how to use a spoon.
Yes.
Yes.
Chrissy M, you're right. They are grumpy and sunshine trope manifested.
What?
I can agree with what Nick says as well.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it. K Fox, you got to discover it because you just got to know.
You need a wizard in an epic journey.
Hold on.
Unexpected.
Yeah, it is the olive theory. Except that I actually don't like a bunch of cookie in my thing. I'm not lying like Marshall. All you people who love the bloody cookie glacier, you're all. What is this? What is grumpy sunshine? What does that mean?
It's
It's
a
a trope.
trope
What?
where like a grumpy character and a really optimistic sunshine character fall in love.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
I'm
romance trope.
I'm looking
It's
at it.
basically Darcy and Elizabeth, but if Elizabeth were
Oh, Grumpy Sunshine. Of all, okay. Of all the swoony tropes, this one, or the one that is guaranteed to melt the icy heart of any cynic, is the classic grumpy/sunshine trope. You know the one. One love interest is angry, indifferent, even cold. What? While the other is bubbly, happy to be here, finding the positive in any situation. I'm actually, you know what? That is right. I'm actually really glad that I was able to have Christina's heart, open a little bit and not be quite so angry all the time. So she does have me to thank for that.
And it's the same trope that's in with
Wait, are you trying
Tangled.
to imply that she was the grump?
Yeah, I mean that's what y'all were saying, right? We
No,
are.
You're stupid.
The sunshine. That's the only way to read that.
No. Christina is sunshine.
I mean, it's true. It's true. She did civilize me. So.
The comment that I highlighted, Carrie, I'm still like giggling on the inside. Like
what? Because I was just trolling to the bridge?
Yeah.
That's true. See, look, Thiago sees. Thiago.
Thiago is your number one fanboy.
Look, Thiago's the man. Thiago knows. He's the fixer.
He
knows. You know what?
He knows he's the best.
He sees Christina's like true cold nature. Like he sees through that cheerful facade.
Christina, I think you need to revoke the sonic blast.
She can't hear you. As long as it's not foul. I'm actually two chapters away from rating it.
He's so close.
Give me a quote. Jimmy, I'll read it.
No Christina slander.
Swiper, no swiping. Like, why can't Dora see anything?
Because she doesn't have glasses.
Dora.
Jimmy, if you don't
turn around.
It's like Dora never learned to turn around. Like she never, like Dora, it's right there. And why can you never hear us? Like, why can you never hear us? Why do we have to shout so that you'll know where that chicken's bigger than the house? Why do you need me to point it out?
So is Dora an old lady that just her eyesight is failing? And
no, she's just not
a 4-year-old that's been allowed to roam the land.
Well, guess what? Dora didn't see it. Where's the severed head? Is it across the river? No, Dora. It's literally right behind you.
Can you not smell the rotting flesh?
She makes me so mad. No, I just say Dora the Explorer and just have it not rhyme.
Dora.
Backpack. I'm the back that's full of stuff and things and knickknacks too. Backpack. I'm the map. 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 Those are all the words. Well, send it to me on Discord.
I think I understand the sunshine part now, Alan.
See? Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Hold on. Grab the edge of your seats. Hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts. Hold on.
Holding.
Just don't make it weird, Pete. This isn't feet. Like, this isn't that corner of the internet.
Hey, it was covered.
Hey. What y'all do?
Pete is giving explicit feet shots.
I censored my own foot with my black sock. It's fine.
Hang on. So I'm gonna. Did y'all see my poll?
Yes.
Okay,
I
good.
voted.
Make sure you answer it. So I'm gonna dramatically read this quote that Jimmy wants me to read. Okay. If you say something in Vox or Jimmy, it's gonna scroll to the bottom, and I'm not gonna be able to read it. All right, here we go. A legion of horribles, hundreds in number, half naked or clad in costumes attic or biblical or wardrobed out of a fevered dream, with the skins of animals and silk finery, and pieces of uniform still tracked with the blood of prior owners, coats of slain dragoons, frogged and braided cavalry jackets, one in a stovepipe hat and one with an umbrella, and one in white stockings and a blood-stained wedding veil, and some in headgear or crane feathers or rawhide helmets that bore the horns of bull or buffalo, and one in a pigeon-tailed coat worn backwards and otherwise naked, and one in the armor of a Spanish conquistador, the breastplate and pauldrons deeply dented with old blows of mace or saber, done in another country by men whose very bones were dust, and many with their braids spliced up with the hair of other beasts, until they trailed upon the ground, and their horses' ears and tails worked with bits of brightly colored cloth, and one whose horse's whole head was painted crimson red, and all the horsemen's faces gaudy and grotesque, with daubings like a company of mounted clowns, death hilarious, all howling in a barbarous tongue, and riding down upon them like a horde from a hell more horrible yet than the brimstone land of Christian reckoning, screeching and yammering and clothed in smoke like those vaporous beings in regions beyond right knowing, where the eye wanders and the lip jerks and drools. What is that from?
Probably Blood Meridian, and I understood none of what.
I understood it. It's either Blood Meridian or it's Blood Meridian, because Baker wouldn't say Spanish conquistador. It's gotta be, but there's a whole lot of ands in there.
But valid question. Is that literally just one sentence? Just one run-on sentence?
I think so.
Damn.
Wow. All
My
the writing
ADD
rules we learned
left.
in
Like
This is my favorite question of all time. Why is that so many nouns? Thanks, Jimmy. I understood it. It's that's really descriptive. Is that really Blood Meridian? Dang it.
Jimmy just said
see,
that,
and Anita gets me. She knew that I gave up.
The problem is that kind of makes me want to read Blood Meridian. I like that's a really good sentence.
Right? Like, especially like with me reading Watchmen right now, and I'm just like, it's so dark, but it's so good.
Yeah, and
then hearing that, I'm like, ooh,
that's a really that's a good sentence. I'm not sure it's a good sentence if you want to be understood. I'm not sure it's a good sentence to communicate simple meaning, but it is a really good sentence to communicate extremely specific meaning. Like, that is really, really specific imagery, which is both good and also a barrier to entry, because
so is a high page count.
Why not have a period? Why have a period when you use polysyndeton, which is the excessive use of conjunctions?
When sentences are too long, I'll get distracted like halfway through.
Why write one 500-page book with 500 sentences when you could just write one sentence in the entire book?
Yeah, it's madness, Jimmy. I was like, dang, that's good.
So I will say, like, everyone's like, oh, McCarthy doesn't use punctuation. What's her face?
He does.
Sally Rooney doesn't do punctuation, like commas or what, like very.
Oh yeah, quotations.
Quotations. There you go. Sorry.
Yeah, I knew Sally Rooney didn't also. And again,
but that's good. Like, written down grammar rules are fairly recent.
I mean,
like,
not using quotations is irritating, because like you're making it hard to follow dialogue. Like, that is irritating. But the thing is, like that. I mean, that's the point. Like, it's good to see something like that to know whether that book's for you or not. Like, from that sentence, you can definitely tell. Like, if it completely turns you off, it's not for you. Or you could be like me and be like, interesting. Like, I don't like Westerns, but interesting, Or you can be like, dang.
So for me, hearing that sentence, I'm like, what? but if I were able to visually look at it, I'd probably be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. There's a part of my brain that just didn't turn on that entire time and just focused on
mine
tiny
didn't
little
either.
details.
The like the ancient Greek and Roman style is some of them, like Cicero is very run on. So some of the some of the ancient authors run on also. Virgil runs on and on.
Sometimes I just like people get to the point.
I don't make these. I hate it. Make Jimmy do it. Yeah, not using quotation for dialogue is difficult because you can't tell who's talking, so that's irritating.
Or when everything's in quotations.
Yeah. Joanna really likes it too. So wow.
I want to read that. What do you know the name of that short story? Because I would actually be really interested in looking at that because that's freaking Dickens. That thing,
but in a different manner than McCarthy did that I just read.
Dickens made me lose Jeopardy.
So if during the next sprint I vanish for a second, I'll come right back. I may relocate because Christina and her sister are back, so I may relocate out to the other room where they are. I was looking at it and reading it out loud, and literally what I do with difficult texts that I read like just in real life is I read out loud. If I'm having trouble like paying attention or focusing, I'll read out loud because it helps me. Yeah, super popular. Like, let's not jump on people for liking stuff, but I mean, as long as we're all kidding around, it's fine. Because I have no problem telling Charmaine that Greenbone is. I actually read Jade Legacy last night and Jade War because we're reading trilogy.
No, you didn't, because you haven't even finished the blade itself.
I can read it too, Charmaine.
You said I'm gonna listen to Jade City after I finish the blade itself.
I finished that. I finished the trilogy in a week. And Jade Legacy.
You just said earlier this sprint you're gonna finish it in February.
2.5 stars, Charmaine. Jade Legacy, 2.5 stars.
You gave it 4 stars.
What?
You gave Jade City 4 stars.
I'm giving Jade Legacy 2.5 stars with a major step.
You need to read it first.
I did. I read the back. I didn't because I would spoil things, but I read enough Goodread reviews to know that I hate how much people like it. So 2.5 stars.
Right.
Pete,
I just want you to read it.
What is Pete?
What is I? What?
What things do you like, Pete?
What things do I like?
So he can hate them.
Fred the Accountant Vampire, 1 star.
Fred the Vampire Accountant. I mean, it's niche.
Frank and Mid, 1 star.
Fireborn, Fire Mid.
I liked Fireborn.
Fire Mid. Yeah. I did not like Fireborn.
Midborn.
Midborn.
I really liked book 3.
Okay, good. I gotta get to the sec. I have both the next 2. I have to get to them.
Jay.
Malazan.
Yeah, if I that's true. If I would have read Jade Legacy, it would have healed me.
Don't you bring Dandelion into this?
Anitha, chill.
Dandelion, 1.5 stars.
Pete, I'm not
reading LPQ now, Anitha.
And that half star, that half star is for effort. I like what he was going for.
Motto of Alan's life.
What?
I know. I hate that people enjoy books.
Looks like Tiago switched sides. Tiago chose violence.
With 2 chapters left.
You almost made it. Anyway.
How's the cookie ratio?
What?
How's the cookie ratio?
Excellent. It was excellent. I forgot there was cookie in it. The problem is it's not ice cream. whatever ice cream the Blast is really good. And so I asked them once before, I'm like, can I just have a Blast without Oreo? And they told me no. And so I have to get Oreo, but like light Oreo, because I don't want ice
Can you
cream.
ask them for a Blast, but with the Oreo stuff on the side?
No, because it has to be mixed in.
Why?
I know. Look, blood holds ties, Thiago. That's why it shows out. Blood holds ties.
I mean, if you want to hate something, Alan, I love Long Press Quartet.
1 star. Boring. Y'all know I
Too many poses.
I sent an email to Daniel Abraham's publicist like
A while
We need to
ago.
spam him on Twitter.
like FanFi Addict told me to. I think that's what it is. And like how they got to talk to Abraham. They didn't answer me. I got no response.
Send a follow-up email and be like,
No
hey,
one likes Abraham's fantasy books better than I do. Like I don't know anybody. What?
You
said
got
it's
lost in
Yeah.
his inbox.
I'm just gonna hit him up on Twitter and be like, hey,
buddy,
I know this is not like a angry political post. Will you come on my channel, please, and talk about your fantasy books? Because I haven't read your sci-fi books. So Dragon Point is good. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have no problem scuttling the ship while I'm still on it, guys. None. None.
did you
Classic
learn about that
sunshine
jargon
move.
from
Classic
and,
sunshine.
What, Shavy?
I was gonna say, did you learn about that jargon from Hawkwood?
No, I actually knew what Scuttle the Ship was. I actually learned what Scuttle the Ship was from Guys and Dolls, because in the song, Sit Down, You're Rocking the Boat, they say Scuttle the Ship. And when I was a kid, I looked that up because I'm like, I don't know what this means. So I looked it up. The people all say, beware, you'll scuttle the ship. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. You're rocking the boat. You know what that is? You seen that? Guys and Dolls?
It's been forever.
All right, well.
Saw it when my high school performed it.
Dang. Which Sonic you work at? Colin? You working on one in Middle Beach?
All right, well, it's going on 10:30, so I'm probably gonna drop.
Oh, bye, Evie.
I mean, I just want to make sure, because last time I left, I panicked and thought I ended broadcast. So.
We're reading it. We're starting to sprint. I talked too much. I told you about my New Year's Rockin' Eve, and then we got distracted. We're reading. Sorry, guys. Do it.
Testing. Hello. That's why I waited 3 minutes, Tiago. Oh, he's really engrossed. He's probably muted us now. I think we can assume he's muted us, and it's now turned into a me absentmindedly having I want it that way in the back of my head. Wait, am I wrong? Is that's I'm a terrible person? It is Backstreet Boys, and I am not a terrible person. Thank the Lord. How'd you do, Charmaine?
I did pretty good. I wasn't keeping track though.
Neither was I. I haven't been keeping track. I am page 400 of 470-ish. Yeah, 474. So I have 74 pages left before it's the end of making money.
Voice. I'm like a little over halfway. So I have a ways to go.
He is very much enjoying it, Tiago. I would
Oh,
agree
are
with
you
this.
and Anika not in sync anymore? She's already reading full speed.
She is 14 pages in, or I don't know how. I'm starting it tomorrow. It's fine. I can catch up 14 pages tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. Rogue, what? Why? You're supposed to always be reading. That's what we do. We always read, and then we don't read anything at all.
Unless you're watching a K-drama, then that's acceptable.
True.
Pete, you freaking started talking. I literally was at 99%, 3 minutes left in chapter. I'm like, is Pete really doing
set the time?
I mean,
I waited 3 minutes.
Sure. I know what time it was, but I wasn't going to stop at 2% from being done. So, anyway, hopefully everybody got stuff. Oh, that's time well spent. Time well spent.
Mendelin, I'm not a CPA, so I can't legally answer that question. Maybe Pete can.
I'm not answering that question on stream. Sorry.
Are you also not a CPA?
I am a CPA, but I'm not answering that question.
He has to send you a bill.
I'm not. I'm also not a tax accountant. I'm not somebody who specializes.
People who worked on my.
You're an auditor, right?
Yes, I was. Technically was. I didn't actually read through all that question. That's hilarious. I had a gut instinct reaction. I have a tax question. No, can't answer it. No, I'm sorry.
The problem is Kindle is wrong about how long it takes me to read something. So, but yes, I should have. That would have been a better.
Amazon is wrong about a lot of things.
Kindle is just mean when it tells me how long it's going to take me to finish.
Let me explain why I should buy Tiago's book. You should buy Tiago's book if for no other reason that Tiago has time left in chapter for his Kindle. This freaking time left in book crap is for the birds, man. Or who uses location? Oh, thanks. What a great indicator of how far I am in the book. I'm at location 140531. So stupid.
You're giving you coordinates like you're trying to geocache a book? What?
Do you not have a Kindle? Of course.
No,
of course you don't.
No.
I
know you don't.
That depends on how the ebook's formatted.
Yeah, I know.
So
thank you, Tiago, for making a time left in chapter. I hate time left in book. And yeah, location. I don't even know who uses this. It's so stupid.
How is it formatted again?
It depends on the ebook. So some of them don't have like page numbers; they just have like location.
Yeah.
Okay,
with
I have
location-
never read a Kindle that has page numbers. I've never read an ebook that has page numbers.
Oh, I have.
Really? I have not.
Mhm.
I only have.
Well, if you tap, it changes.
No, I
So you
know.
can do time lapses.
Yeah. So I'm either 1 minute left in chapter, 1 minute, 4 minutes left in book, location 6848. There's no pages. I've never read.
Maybe because you mainly read arcs on your Kindle.
Oh,
'Cause
that's possible. That's possible. Academic exercises though isn't an arc, and it doesn't have page numbers.
yeah, I read all of Greenbone on Kindle and audiobook, and they all have page numbers.
Okay, let me look right now. I'm gonna open academic exercises, which is not an arc, and it does not have page numbers. It has freaking location, left in chapter, left in book. Dadgummit. Yeah. All right, let me go to something else that's a real book. I don't know, man.
I just read one. The Inheritance trilogy. That was page numbers.
Tiago, why would you trust Amazon to do anything?
Pete, stow your soapbox. Like, slide it under your desk and stow it.
Look, I need a few extra inches. Nope, just I'm chilling.
You need a few extra inches for the soapbox? Then use your, I don't know, use the milk box, milk carton box.
That's even worse, Alan. We're not gonna go to the milk.
I just assumed.
Yeah.
I assume
Angela.
we can put I assume since we can put a freaking rover on Mars that we can figure out how for an ebook to adjust page number based on font size, like automatically. I just assumed that was something we could do.
Yeah.
But you're right. That is harder than putting something on Mars.
It's so much harder.
Okay, well, I didn't read that.
It's like the scrolling works like it like marks how far a page is on a scroll. So once you scroll farther enough, it changes the page number.
Hold on. What do you mean scroll?
On the
Evidently,
Kindle?
I don't scroll.
Or the Kindle app. The Kindle app.
Charmaine, the Kindle app.
I have both. I have a real Kindle and a Kindle app. But I was talking about Mendelin's question.
Oh.
So to make this location thing even more confusing, location is Amazon's equivalent of page number. But in order to convert from location to page number, you have to divide location by 16.69.
Really?
Yeah.
Stupid.
According
Why
to
would they not just
I
Why would they not just automatically do that on its own?
I usually run into location on self-pub.
Anyway. Okay, I didn't read that on Kindle. Angela, why are you here?
She's also the sunshine character.
To read them, Angela. And most people here enjoy what they read, except for Pete, if it was purchased on Amazon.
Look,
in which case he'll hate read it.
Look, the only thing I purchased on Amazon is self-published books, and then occasionally a Mimi energy drink, because I couldn't find it in the stores.
Pete. Okay. I buy stuff on Amazon because it doesn't really get to me in 2 days anymore. But
I'm just picturing Angela like being so aware of the page numbers on Kindle because she's like counting the pages that she hated reading.
Oh, for sure. Anyway, I have never read an ebook that has page numbers. Personally.
I have. So they exist. That's the only way.
The Magic and Dagger and Coin?
How far are you into it?
What is the magic? I don't even know. Oh.
It's the blood.
What book are you on?
She's on the first one. Or Brian.
You're on the first one? Oh, just keep reading. It'll explain it. It's not confusing.
It does.
Once they explain it.
Yeah, I think they explain it in the second book. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Regardless, they do explain it, so I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chago.
Note that there's spiders.
Well, the last 25% of this freaking book, like, man, I don't even know. I read literally the last 30% of this book today. I finally busted my whatever I was saying, slump. Yeah, that was good, Tiago. That was good. Good stuff. I need to send you messages. That was good. That's good stuff. So I saw some of what was coming, and both was happy and also not, because anyway. But only some of it. Some of it I was like, oh, look at that. Anyway.
Location.
Is I hate them. Like, I freaking hate. Like, no one wants it. But also, no one wants terrible features on Goodreads, and they don't care. They don't care. As long as they have crap for cheaper, people keep doing it. Just like Walmart.
Thanks for getting on my soapbox, Alan.
That's fine. I mean, here's the thing. I shop at both Walmart and Amazon and do it with relish because it's cheap. So I can't do it. I can't pay $5 more. It's like, if I do that, it's just too expensive elsewhere.
I feel you.
Now, I love shopping at Publix, because shopping at Publix is a pleasure. And so I will spend more at Publix because I legit like shopping at Publix better than Walmart. But we can only get certain things there, because otherwise Christine will be like, it's like $5 more here. I'm like, yeah, I should get that at Walmart.
Jai, can you tell your flatmate to like get on tell everybody to get on their stuff and do their jobs?
Jay, can you just tell them to make Goodreads not suck? Can you just make Goodreads better? Like, just tell them, be like, hey, what's it gonna take to make Goodreads better?
Slip them a $5.
I don't understand. We can put a man on Mars. No, we can't. We can put a rover on Mars. I don't understand why these things are. Charmaine, did you finish Forest Soldier? Revenant Son?
I'm not.
Forest Son?
Renegade's Magic.
Renegade Son? Did you finish it?
No.
Oh.
I'm still probably 60%.
Well, guess I'm better at reading. I finished a book during that sprint, so.
Yep. You got me.
That's always my get my friend. Just resignation. Just like, yeah, you're right. Good one.
Yep.
There was
Touche.
When I was in college, one of my friends, Veronica, we'd just be sitting around and I would just go, like, Veronica, did you hear that? Veronica, I just farted. Did you hear that? And she'd just roll around. Then finally, she'd just be like, I'd be like, hey, Veronica, did you hear that? She'd be like, Alan, you made a noise with your mouth. And that was the end of it. They tried to do what? Update what?
The book page.
What does that mean? Boots the house down sleigh?
Yeah.
A good bakery. So I accomplished my goal, which is finishing Chago's book today. And before I go to sleep, I'm going to hang on my wife when this is done. And then before I go to sleep, I'm going to make progress in Small Gods, so I can whittle down a little bit of that 96 pages a day I got to read, because that's starting tomorrow. So if I read some of it tonight, I have fewer pages to read tomorrow, or rather fewer total pages. So that'll bring it down. It might bring it down to 95 pages a day.
I thought it was 79 already. Where did it jump to 95?
You didn't hear me when I came back?
No.
Was I muted when I came back? So I came back at the beginning of one of the sprints and was like, I forgot to calculate Tyranny of Faith, my Kindle book, my ARC. So it's actually 96 pages a day that I have to read everything. And I was like, something ain't gonna get read. So because I had to add another 500 pages. It's a shame.
You can do this.
So I don't know really. I usually have them like once a week. I've had them more this week because I don't have anything else to do. I usually have at least one on the weekend. Sometimes I have them on the weeknights. Too many.
When do you go back to when are you going back to school?
The 9th, week from tomorrow.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, see, everyone else heard me. Yeah, Spider-Man, I get read. Hold on. It takes an hour to, yeah, it does. It's like oh, that's so stupid. It's so stupid. Good reason.
Matt, what are you reading? When are you reading the first one? Because I'm reading the first one this month sometime.
Justice Kings is great. I'm so excited to read the second one. Like, I wish I didn't have to finish stupid Small Gods. What if I didn't read Small Gods this month? What if I just
DNF
a Pratchett book?
Oh my God, that is blasphemy.
Temporarily DNF.
I might do that, Charmaine, where I just pick it up because, like, I might just pick it up. Like, okay, I need something whimsical. Let me pick this up. So hang on. So if I subtract, I'm Pete right now. If I subtract, okay, so hold on. It's 95.7 pages a day. So 2872. So 2872 minus 210, which is what I have left, equals 2662 divided by 30 equals 88.7 pages a day. So that's a savings of 7 pages a day. Should I DNF? Not DNF. I can't DNF Small Gods.
Pause it.
I could pause it. I could do that because it's not like I need to remember where I am. I know what's happening. Like, the plots of Pratchett books are not difficult to recall. And you're right. It isn't a DNF because I've read it before. You guys are right. Okay, it'll be like the 3rd time I've read Small Gods. And it's just a Pratchett book. I'm just reading because I knew Witches Abroad wouldn't break my slump. My Hammer review is filmed. I just gotta edit it. Seriously, this film, I got it a year ago, January. Filmed that a year ago. That's just sad.
Yeesh.
So y'all gotta come to my live tier ranking video of all the stuff I read. It's gonna be a lot of me nitpicking over which KJ Parker novella is better than which other KJ Parker novella. There's like 12 of them on there. Like, it's sad. Like 12 of my 61 books I read were KJ Parker novellas.
I mean,
are you gonna phone a friend, get Zara on the line?
Zara and I actually feel really similar, less similarly about the novellas, but we do feel really similar about his novel length stuff. So yeah, I was
speak on 2 of them.
Do what?
I could probably speak on like 3 of them maybe, because I think I read the first 2 in not Under the Skin, Academic Exercises, and then Purple and Black.
Purple and Black is in Academic Exercises.
Yeah, but I read Purple and Black because I got a physical copy of that a while ago.
Nice. So anyway, I'll be doing that. What else I got? I got some stuff people have heard of. Maybe not. Ugh. It definitely will not be as popular as Jimmy's was, who has read a bunch of books people have read, as opposed to mine. Look, I don't know what to tell you. Actually, I'm not going to have a bunch of his novellas on S tier. His novellas I don't enjoy as much as his novels. I enjoy his novels significantly better, like significantly. I think I like the novels, the standalones, except for Sharps, better than most of the novellas, except for Purple and Black, which I like better than a lot of things.
Company is top tier.
I mean, we'll see. So yeah. And then Jimmy can be in the comments making his Sears puns. Yes. My bottom tier will be like being hit by a car.
Oh, no.
Very cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for the read-alongs this year.
There we go.
So anyway, thank you all for joining me. If you hung in this long, I'm going to go and visit with my wife and her sister. And nice. And let me know. Oh, I got to see the result of the poll. Hold on. The result of the poll, 115 votes. So I'm not surprised that 66% of you said I'm the grumpy one. I am more surprised that 34% of you said that I'm the sunshine one.
This is Tiago and his multiple accounts.
Well, I'm ready to the book now. He can go change it. So that's Tiago. Dang, dude.
40 of those votes were all Tiago.
66%. Look at Tiago being honest now that I finished his book. That last 25% was dang, yo. That's good stuff.
Sanderlanche?
He calls it the Abdalanche.
Abdalanche.
Yeah.
Sounds like abdomen.
Yeah, I need to read.
The first syllable does. I guess
Abdalanche. It rhythmically sounds like abdomen to me. I don't know if that makes sense.
3 syllables?
I don't know. Abdalanche, abdomen.
Does Mindolin sound like abdomen to you?
No, because it doesn't start with ab.
Okay. Absalom?
No, because that has the S and the sharp S takes it away.
Oh, so you only know one other word that starts with ABD. Anyway,
maybe my vocabulary is just Abdallah and abdomen. That's the only 2 words I mean. I know.
Jay does not like his swashes buckled.
I mean, that's fine. Look, how do you do, fellow kids? I love Steve Buscemi. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. Have a great evening, and I'll catch you guys online. And look for my top 10 or top whatever video on Tuesday. It's coming out on Tuesday. And then later this week, I'll have a live where I tier rank everything, and y'all can come yell at me, or just be like, "We don't know what these books are. We trust you." This was fun, guys. Have a good one. Charmaine, Pete, thanks for joining.
See ya.
Thank you.
Jay.